show you how to do a art project about the Grand Canyon. Get a black pen or a crayon. You can start with a pencil first if you need to erase, and you will draw a curvy line at close to the bottom. We're on black. Because the edges of the Grand Canyon do look like that. Then you're going to draw some plateaus, and a plateau is just going to be the flat area. You'll see also curvy, different areas, some further down, some further up, some coming out because you're not going to see the whole, in real life, you're not going to see everything, right? Okay, then you're going to draw another curvy line at the top, also like the bottom, and fairly close to that, a flat line. And then you're going to draw the kind of mountains that you see over there, which are pretty flat. Some of them kind of farther in the distance. They have stair-like looking. Okay, I have an eraser here, so I'm going to erase that because that doesn't look good. And you might see a sun somewhere. You might decide you want to draw a cactus somewhere. I don't know why I can't draw cactuses. That is not a good cactus. The cactus might have a rock at the bottom of it. And I'm going to erase the little lines in it. Okay? And now I'm going to make these plateaus look three-dimensional by connecting them to the bottom line. All straight, everything's going to get connected to the bottom. Of course, you're not going to go through. This program is called Sketches. Sketches is a free program. Of course, there is a paid version that's like for professionals. And I am using, what happened there? I am using an Apple Pencil, but you can also use a stylus or your finger. It won't be as exact and precise, but it'll work. And I have to tell you that I did get this iPad through Donors Choose. So that is a really good thing too. And I did get some for the classroom through a grant that I wrote. Now I'm going to start coloring. I'm going to try to use colors that are very Grand Canyon-like. Oops, that wasn't good. Here's my color palette, and these are the colors that are more Grand Canyon. I'm going to color all the plateaus. I'm going to go to the crayon tool, and I'm going to use the colors that are, the plateaus are all going to be the same color. That's this area, this, and this. Okay, I'm going to do one. And I do have a blur tool, but you can use any kind of paint, watercolor, crayons, pastels. What my favorite is for this kind of project is the chalky kind, or the oily, chalky kind actually, or the oily kind of pastels, because you can then use your finger to blur them. And I'll show you that I have a blur tool here. So I'm not gonna color everything. I'm just gonna try to color as quickly as I can. And I'm going to color one plateau and the sky so that you can kind of get an idea of how this will look, what will make it, how it'll look really three-dimensional. Okay, that's that. I'm going to do one plateau for you here. And then these vertical little areas, you're going to use, let's say, red. We're going to make this area red. And you can do all of it. So you're going to use the different colors. Let's make this area red too. I might have to draw you 2 of the plateaus, color 2, so that you can really see. Sharpies really work really well for the outlines. And maybe, that might be too close. How about brown? These are Grand Canyon colors. Okay, maybe this color brown. I'm not being very precise here, but you get the picture. Somehow I want to connect this to the bottom. No, that didn't work. I like to outline towards the end. Mine kind of overlaps. But then I can use I have a blur tool. And you can kind of make it a little blurry. Not too much, but you could do that with your finger if you're using pastels. So it'll look like it's fairly realistic looking. Okay, and you can imagine I have a final picture that I've used that you see over where I posted this. It's not exactly the same one. Okay, so let's go back to crayon. Let's go do the mountains and the sky a little bit. So the mountains can be brownish. And you can use different browns. And okay, that didn't work. Maybe this kind of color. Yeah, you'll see these kind of mountains in the distance. Okay, and now to the sky. I used a combination of colors. I used a blue. And then I went over it with some purple. You're going to see the blending purple. I even put some orange in. And then I went and did the blur. It's kind of nice, huh? And then I took the yellow. You can even blur that a little bit. And where I needed to, I touched up on those outlines. Maybe, it might look better, it might not. Either way. And then you could do the cactus green, different greens. You could try different greens. Doesn't all have to be the same. Where's my crayon tool? Okay, and blur it. That's it. And have fun.